Module 1, Lesson 27 continues what we did in 26, where we're looking at word problems that involve part, whole, and percent, and we are required to answer whatever the word problem is asking us. So the objective for today is that you can find the percent of a quantity when given a part and the percent, and you're able to find the whole, or you can find the percent of any given quantity. So our example here is Jane paid $40 for an item after she received a 20% discount. Jane's friend says this means that the original price was $48. Is her friend correct? So first I'm going to define what is my part, what's my percent, and what is my whole. So the part is $40. The reason I know it's part is because she paid $40 after getting 20% off. So this is not the whole price. This is what she paid once the discount had happened. The percent that she paid for was 80%. The reason it's 80% is because 20% was taken off, which leaves 80% for a whole. So that means $40 is 80%. And then the whole is whatever my original price is. So now we're going to go ahead. I have 3 ways for you to solve it. One of them is a double number line. So far, no one really uses that way, so you don't have to use it, but I am giving you the example so you can see how to solve it. So we have a ratio table. So I showed you guys yesterday a different way of doing this, and this is the way I actually would like you to do it. This is how we have been doing it, but what we're going to do is a much simpler way. So we have that it's $40, and we want to know what that total is. So we have part and whole. $40 is the part that we paid for. We don't know how much the whole thing cost. 80% is what we paid for. The $40 was the 80%. The whole thing will be 100%. So we cross multiply. That's 40 times 100. 40 times 100 gives me 4,000. Then we divide by what's left. So that's 4,000 divided by 80 gives me 50. And so that means that the whole price was actually $50. And so you can say that she is wrong. Now, we can look up here at the double number line. The whole thing was 100%. We know that she paid for 80% of it, which was equal to 40. So what I did then was starting at 0, what can I count by that will get me from 80 to 100? And that's a difference of 20. So I did 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 80 is equal to 40. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to know what do I do to take 40, break it into 4 pieces. And that would be 40 divided by 4, which gave me my 10, 20, 30, 40. Means I add 10 more, which gives me the 50. And if you would like to do a proportion, you set it up. $40 out of, I don't know what my whole cost is equal to 80% out of 100. We cross multiply. 40 times 100 is 4,000. Divide by what's left. 4,000 divided by 80 gave me $50. Now, after you've copied this, on the next page, I would like you to copy down these formulas. This is going to be your fraction formula page. So, fraction to decimal, numerator divided by the denominator. The sample, 3/4. So I take 3 divided by 4 and I get 0.75. The next one, I have a decimal and I want to go to a percent. All I do is take my decimal times 100. If my decimal is 0.75, I multiply it by 100, I get 75. Since I'm looking for percent, I put a percent on the end for 75%. I have a percent to a fraction. It's always just whatever your percent is over 100. So if it's 75%, that's 75 over 100. If it's 9%, that's going to be 9 over 100. Whatever the percent is, it's over 100. Over here, if we're going from a percent to a decimal, we just take our percent, divide by 100. So 75% divided by 100 is actually a 0.75. Now, the decimal to a fraction. You have to already be given a decimal. Once you have the decimal, then you're able to do the fraction. If they haven't given you a decimal, then don't use this process. So, the decimal to fraction is whatever the number is over its place value. So the place value is tenths, hundreds, thousands. 0.9. This is in the tenths place. That would be 9/10. If I wanted to make this a percent, I would take 0.9 times 100. Over here, I have 0.25. Well, the hundreds place is where my 5 is, so that's 25 over 100. And the last one, 0.375, well, the 5 is in the thousands place, that's 375 over 1,000. Please write all of these down and put them in your notebook so you'll have them for your end of module.